What's up, heroes? My name is Sylarclone, and today we are going to explore the tomb of Naga Sadow. This is where the final trial of the Sith Academy takes place. You are tasked by Master Uther to find the star map Revan and Malak discovered, not like you were looking for it already, and obtain a lightsaber as a graduation present before returning to Master Uther and becoming a Sith for real. But you are warned by Master Uther that this tomb is extremely dangerous and compared to the others in the Valley of the Dark Lords, and is filled with even many more traps. So today we're going to go over one of these many traps called the Pillar Puzzle. This one is actually completely optional to do, but if you're wanting to hunt down and grind for some experience, this is a great way to do it. You can get some cool items as well. And today we're going over it because, well, I found it to be a little tough to understand the first time I went through it, and I wanted to help you guys out at home just to see if I can make it easier for you as well. So, as you enter the tomb, you'll kill a few wraiths right away as you walk on down. I've already taken care of that. So, you'll come on here to the first T in the road, and you'll make a left, go on down this ramp, open up the door that's here on the bottom. You're going to go ahead and enter the room. Well, obviously,
It's a trap!
This is the Sith, so this must be a trap. It has to be, and we know it, but we have to walk in anyways. So surprise, surprise, it is a trap. Door's shut behind us. Now we are locked in. We are trapped. There's no way to get out. We're always greeted by these pillars here and a computer terminal. So let's walk on over to the computer terminal. That'll start us with the puzzle, and it'll explain how to get everything going. The terminal explains that in order to unlock the doors and continue about the tomb, you first must move all the energy rings here from this left pillar to the one here on the right. Seems simple enough, right? We should just be able to move them over one by one. Well, do keep in mind, this is a Sith tomb, so the traps can't be that easy. Each ring has its own criteria that needs to be met in order for it to be moved successfully. Not meeting these criteria will force the system to overload, and you'll have to reset and start all over. Reset enough times, and you die. Now you're probably wondering, well, Sylar, what's the criteria for all these rings? Why don't we go over that? Let's do so right now. And for simplicity's sake, while we see that the game refers to it as top system, base system, and some things like that, I'm going to call them rings 1 through 4. Ring 1's going to be all the way at the top. Ring 4 will be at the bottom, and I guess you can fill in from there. So let's go over what these criteria are. In order for Ring 1 to be moved successfully, it can go to any pillar whatsoever, no fear of overload. It's our freeloader. It can do pretty much whatever the hell it wants, and nothing bad's going to happen. Ring 2 can move to any pillar so long as Ring 1 is not active on it. So let's say, for example, I already moved my Ring 1 over here to the right-hand pillar. I can't move my Ring 2 over to this right-hand pillar, otherwise my system is going to overload. I'm going to have to reset. Ring 3 can only move to pillars that are blank or already has Ring 4 on it. And finally, Ring 4 can only move to blank pillars. Now, one other thing to keep in mind is that you can only move the topmost ring first. So in this case, to start everything off, I can only move Ring 1. And if for whatever reason at any point in time while doing this puzzle you somehow forget, or you just forget what the rings do and what criteria needs to be met, you can always reference the terminal. It'll tell you how the pillars work again, because it is a lot to keep in mind, especially if you're not writing down. So, without any further ado, let's go on and complete this puzzle. Alright, so to start things off, I can only move Ring 1. It's the topmost layer, and it can go wherever it wants. So what I'm going to do right away, I'm going to move it from the left-hand pillar all the way to the right. Let's move it. Let's get it out of the way, because now I have to move Ring 2. And I can't now move it all the way to the right-hand side. That right pillar will violate the criteria. I'll be forced to reset, and you don't want to do that. So I can only move it to a blank pillar right away, right there in the middle. So I'm going to move it to the middle pillar. Now from here, I need to somehow move Ring 3. Well, with my current setup, or with this current setup, I can't do that. Ring 3 can only move to a blank pillar or one that has Ring 4 to it. It's already on a one that has Ring 4, so I need to create a blank pillar. And we already established I can't move Ring 2 to be with Ring 1. But I can move Ring 1 to be with ring 2. So I'm going to move ring 1 from the right to the middle. And just like that, I've created my blank pillar to be able to move ring 3 all the way to the right. Just like that, it's all taken care of. But once again, I have to create a blank pillar because I can't move ring 4 without a blank pillar. So to do that, this is where things can get a little tricky, is kind of getting yourself going further on and ahead to think of all these puzzles to go through of what my next step would be and plan out several steps down the road. So what I'm actually going to want to do, I'm going to try to move ring 4 all the way here to the right away, just to get that taken care of. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move ring 1 all the way back over here to the right-hand pillar. So from the middle pillar to the right pillar goes ring 1. So I can now move ring 2 back to being with ring 4. Now it might seem counterproductive to be doing this, but the reason I'm doing it is to create another blank pillar again. So from the middle goes ring 2 to the left. And I'm then going to move ring 1 to the left-hand side, so I can move ring 3 to the middle. That's what I was trying to get at, to create another blank pillar for my ring 3, because by moving ring 3 here in 2 moves, I can then start moving everything back over to create a blank pillar and keep this blank. So ring 3 will move over after I move ring 1 all the way to the left. And now ring 3 is in the middle. Now we have a blank pillar, but it seems like I've kind of trapped myself, doesn't it? I can't move my ring 4. It's gone. Well, much like it's pretty much where we were at the start. I have to move ring 1 again, so I'm going to move it back to the right so I can move ring 2 to the middle. Now, with both of those rings set up this way, again, I have to create a blank pillar. By doing that, again, simply move ring 1 to the middle. So from the right to the middle. Now I can finally move my ring 4 to the right. My power has successfully been transferred. No overloads. Great. We've got our bottommost layer. We've had to build from the bottom up. So we've had to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's get 3 over there. Now how am I going to do that? I have to move ring 1 again. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move ring 1 from the middle to the right. This way I can move ring 2 with no problems, be able to easily create a free pillar a little later on. So from the middle goes ring 2 all the way to the left. And this kind of looks similar to what we had shortly after we started. We've got some weird displacements. I'm going to move ring 1 to the left. And now I can move ring 3 to be a part of ring 4. Now we're halfway done. We're just about there. Here we have 3 more moves to do, I should say. So what I'm going to do now, ring 1 is the one I can move next from the left. I'm going to move ring 1 to be in the middle, so ring 2 can move over to the right. So that will look as follows. From the left to the middle goes ring 1. From the left to the right goes ring 2. And one final step, ring 1 goes from the middle to the right. All of our power has successfully been transferred. We are free, and we can move about our ways here and collect these remains that are sitting here in the corner door, and go on down and claim our reward, which is fighting several desert raids. If it goes through the mind, we'll let him strike first in order to gain my combat. There are 3 of them here, shouldn't be a problem. And down here at the bottom is our monument to Naga Sadow, and we get his poison blade, which is going to be a great reward if you're wanting any cool melee weapons for later on in the game. And that, heroes, is the pillar puzzle in the tomb of Naga Sadow. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button or leave a comment down below. If you are new to the channel, unleash your power by hitting the subscribe button down below today as well, and I will see you heroes in the next video. Next time we're going to go over the next puzzle here in the Tomb of Naga Sadow. I look forward to seeing you guys there. As always, may the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.